only way out these days is play. Cause enough people survive by it day by day. You don't need money to play. Just dream about a number and go tell it to your partner. When he win, he must give you $1. If you buy a pound of brown sugar, fi sweeten our sour water. Little boy, drink this sweet water, I say. You more than want nothing today, and government don't even know we did. We are a playway country with a playway economy. Cause no government representing we with a playway mentality. We become a playway country with a playway economy. Only hungry belly and poverty with the playway mentality. For 4.5 years, our eye cry bitter tears. Poor people can't even eat a food, while some eat good. So Glennis, Hood and Peter, they say the thing could run better, but Pharaoh head get harder and harder, holding firm to old school ideologies and personal perception in the midst of modern day recession and sufferation. The House of Parliament in freeze as if it's his. But as so the Constitution say, certain time in the year they don't must go there. But things are run red, man go lose their head. We are a playway country with a playway economy. Cause no government representing we with a playway mentality. We become a playway country with a playway economy. Only hungry belly and poverty with a playway mentality. So they say all business in town closed down and all man gas gauge reading E. So we're waiting for the pipeline to bust to run some money on us. Very soon will be the campaign because the ink and finger thing coming again. In lotto and raffle we gamble, but for election we can't able. And like Mr. Boris Hammond, they would come begging for one more dance. But we can't take that chance because them can't dance. They just jump and prance. We are a playway country with a playway economy. Cause no government representing we with a playway mentality. We become a playway country with a playway economy. Only hungry belly and poverty with a playway mentality. Well, I don't know if it's Steely or Winty or Kitty, but one of them have to lead a party to reorganize and to reform this country. But it's we who give the mandate, so go ahead and give us with it. But please don't let it be July 8th. According to horoscope, this date represents empty plates. And we desperately long for a brighter day, so we can't continue in Billy. We are a playway country with a playway economy. Cause no government representing we with a playway mentality. We become a playway country with a playway economy. Only hungry belly and poverty with a playway mentality. Playway country with a playway economy. Cause no government representing we with a playway mentality. We become a playway country with a playway economy. Only hungry belly and poverty with a playway mentality. Playway country with a playway economy. Cause no government representing we with a playway mentality. We become a playway country.
Barabado, hi, bambado. Mami, I know you're planning, I know you're grinding, and you're waiting for the time. You're constantly fretting and fussing. I know you're ready, can't bear the grind. I'm feeling the bleeding, the agony that severely affecting me. This whole country is now in the head, and a whole set of misery. Cause the people are now facing serious time. And the youth that devastating them now. Unemployment stick in the sky, cost of living making us cry. While young men and women election to come right now. Give back the young people decent jobs. I want an election to come right now. To get rid of all this biasness. I want an election to come right now. To eradicate this wickedness. Right now, those young people say, right now, they want it today. They can't wait until tomorrow. Right now, right now. Carriacou people say, right now, they want it right away. They can't take no more pain and sorrow. Right now. The children lose hope. Right now, like they're hooked on the dope. We have to get Pastor Happy to pray for this country. Right now. I tell you, we want our election right now. Whoa. I people crying. People crying. What they're lamenting, a figure is hurting with excruciating pain, the exploitation throughout this nation. Tell me who going to take the blame for many years, sharing those tears, and no one show us that they care. Victimization is their solution. Why public servants now in despair? Everywhere you go throughout this country, you can feel the plight of the people. The whole country now confused with infuriating issues. Like them politicians, they rarely lose. That's why I want our election to come right now. To stop all this victimization. I want our election to come right now. So that we can regain this nation. I want our election to come right now. To unify this triland. I want our election to come right now. To untangle this state of the corruption. Right now, the whole country say, right now, it is so unfair. We want more transparency and democracy. Right now, it's getting too weak. Right now, it is honesty which are advocated and plaguing the country. Right now, we have to be aware. Right now, public servants in fear. Every day they live in their life in despair. Right now, I tell you, we want our election right now. Oh, people crying, and the aggression that is flipping in our mind, causing confusion and transgression with the people we vote the last time. Empty promises went down just so with some crazy manifesto. That is why we are concerned about the future of tomorrow. Imagine the elders had promised 400 down. Up to now, they can't even see Judge Brown. When you treat the old people right, your future wouldn't be bright. His white minister look like he full of light. That's why I want your election to come right now. To get rid of all those bureaucrats. I want our election to come right now. So we can bring back some decent patriots. I want our election to come right now. Before people start getting heart attack. I want our election to come right now. To get rid of this absurd thing they call fat. Right now, the whole country dread. Right now, all man lose their head. They want more stability and tranquility. Right now, we waiting patiently. Right now, things just guarantee. So we go get free jersey and plenty money. Right now, Kaisonians does get paid. Right now, with no delay. We don't have to wait to ask another day.
the other day, everybody singing one song.
What is
the
singing?
election coming, they know who they're voting for. You have a kind of chorus they were singing.
Let me hear.
If NDC win again, we cry it. If NDC win again, we ball it. If NDC win again, we cry it. Oh, Lord. If NDC win again, we ball it. I know.
Me partner Tilly meet me and tell you he vex like hell. He says Spider Grenade and go vote back Dr. Mitchell. I said Tilly 5 years now you there, you don't have to vex. And Grenadian people are stupid, they know where to put the X and they singing no cookie eye. No cookie eye.
Who you voting? Tell me, who you voting?
Squad, no cookie eye. No cookie eye. Lingan.
Who you voting? Tell me, who you voting?
Instead of NDC walking to build the country, look how they fighting like dog and cat in their own party. Some NDC supporters say they can't take no more, and they make Tillman get so vexed. Till he fire Joe and they singing no cookie eye. No cookie eye.
Who you voting? Tell me, who you voting?
Squad, no cookie eye. No cookie eye. Lingan.
Who you voting? Tell me, who you voting? If NDC win again, we cry it. If NDC win again, we ball it. If NDC win again, we cry it. Oh, Lord. If NDC win again, we ball it. I know.
NDC say a wind of change was coming in the country. Some people was so sad, some was real happy. If you thought Ivan and Emily was the worst thing you see, they say NDC is the worst change to hit the country and they singing no cookie eye. No cookie eye.
Who you voting? Tell me, who you voting?
Squad, no cookie eye. No cookie eye. Lingan.
Who you voting? Tell me, who you voting?
Tilly afraid to call it the casino NMP go win. 5 years now they in power and they don't do nothing. Joe don't get ball out already, Uncle Bossing go win. Man, we fed up. Let the chorus come in. No cookie eye. No cookie eye.
Who you voting? Tell me, who you voting?
Squad, no
We are the winning team. We are the winning team. We are the winning team. And we will deliver. We are the NNP. We will deliver. We are the NNP. NNP will deliver. We are the NNP. We will deliver. We are the NNP. NNP will deliver.
Grenada in Shidak is our.
We will deliver.
Poverty rising by the hour.
NNP will deliver.
You don't see everybody sour.
We will deliver.
That is why we bringing back Jonah.
We
will deliver. We will deliver. Everybody. We will deliver. We will deliver. You don't know. People wanted change, so we give them change. Now it's big horrors. They wanted dollars.
Unemployment high, for people but slow. For this country, God, NDC must go.
We are the NNP.
We will deliver.
We are the NNP.
NNP will deliver.
We are the NNP.
We will deliver.
We are the NNP.
NNP will deliver.
Grenada in Shidak is our.
We will deliver.
Poverty rising by the hour.
NNP will deliver.
You don't see everybody sour.
We will deliver.
That is why we bringing back Jonah. We will deliver. We will deliver. We will deliver. We will deliver.
4 years no investment, can't see no betterment. Only promising, but nothing happening.
Well, how me country run is of great concern. Grenada fall down, so let Jonah return. We are the NNP.
We will deliver.
We are the NNP.
NNP will deliver.
We are the NNP.
Oh, you mean? We will deliver.
We are the NNP.
NNP will deliver. We will deliver.
Poverty rising by the hour.
NNP will deliver.
You don't see everybody sour.
We will deliver.
That is why we bringing back Jonah. We will deliver. We will deliver. We will deliver. We will deliver.
Bola made MNP and Bola. There is more Def Boston and Delma.
Who again? The brother Clement and Oliver.
Who again?
Clifton Bowen, Alexandra.
15. Nick is still W, me brother.
I said 15.
And bring the doctors with Prime Minister.
Yo. We are the NNP.
We will deliver.
We are the NNP.
Oh, you mean? NNP will deliver.
We are the NNP.
We will deliver.
We are the NNP.
NNP will deliver.
Grenada in Shidak is our.
We will deliver.
Poverty rising by the hour.
NNP will deliver.
You don't see everybody sour.
We will deliver.
That is bringing back Jonah. We will deliver. We will deliver. We will deliver. We will deliver. We are the NNP. We will deliver. We are the NNP. Oh, you mean? NNP will deliver. We are the NNP. We will deliver. We are the NNP. NNP will deliver. Read that in Shida is our. We will deliver. Poverty rising by the hour. NNP will deliver. You don't see everybody sour. We will deliver. That is why we bringing back Jonah. We will deliver. We will deliver. We will deliver. We will deliver.
For there is a wind of change, it blowing through the Spice Island.
And to the people, Mr. PM, don't play with the Canadian people, cause the wind is turning around. That's all. Like all you did, only plan how to win. And after that, all you can do are thing. At all, poor people balling, they can't eat a meal. So what? It's like how you're deaf and can't hear that still. Still waiting for one project to take off. Like it's doing nothing, how them could start. But prepare yourself and bang your belly, cause the wind turn around, heading back for me. So I said the wind of change, it's blowing in the next direction. Man, the wind of change, it's blowing back where you came from. Hear the people out on the streets. We want kids, we want kids. Man, they say they're tired, they can't take it. We want kids, we want kids. Man, the country balling, it's sick. We want kids, we want kids. So they need a doctor to come fix it. We want kids, we want kids. Hear the young men out on the block. Man, they say they're tired of the old talk. Listen to them. Every day is blah, 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 blah. That alone. And they can't see action to back it up. Oh, Lord, God. Woo! I say be careful, the wind turning around. Be careful. Woo! PM like the whole country on a halt. Like your cabinet brain locked in a vault. It looks so. Teachers pondering on what they go do. The pushing program or you cut that too. Oh, people, sir. 600 million as they say you have. Why you still living for people to stop? No talk about corruption anymore. Don't fool of yourself, cause the people know. They know, they know. So I said the wind of change, it's blowing in the next direction. Man, the wind of change, it's blowing back where you came from. Hear the people out on the streets. We want kids, we want kids. Man, they say they're tired, they can't take it. We want kids, we want kids. All you know, all you lie and cheat. We want kids, we want kids. But say that kids are son of a hood. We want kids, we want kids. Hear the young ladies in the town. Listen to them. And they say they're tired of run around. Listen to them. Still waiting for some good to come. Where is it? They're waiting. Still them and their children burning in the sun. Oh, Lord, God. Be careful, sir. Don't play with the Canadian people. The wind turn around. Woo. Open your eyes, sir. Listen, sir. We healthcare system, well, that's in array. No talk, no medication, so them nurses say. Be careful, sir. Unemployment, well, that gone up sky high. Too high, too high. CCC coming back, that was a lie. Big lie, big lie. Plenty people now, they living like back. Afraid to see a meet a man when he pass. They say they can't wait for another year. Keep playing your deaf and all you can't hear. Listen, but I said the wind of change, it's blowing in the next direction. Man, the wind of change, it's blowing back where you came from. Hear the people out on the streets. We want kids, we want kids. Man, they say they're tired, they can't take it. We want kids, we want kids. Man, the country going in play. We want kids, we want kids. They will never make that mistake again. We want kids, we want kids. Hear the old people, them at home. Me granny, they say right now they feel so alone. Don't leave them outside. They thought better was coming to them. Welcome to the pension. But it's like they end up with more problems, problems, problems. Listen to the voice of the people. Listen to the voice of the people. Listen, sir. The wind turn
This is not politics. Please don't forget.
And a good night to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Once again, it is time for Talking Points. My name is Sheldon Scott. I'll be here with you up until the 10 o'clock hour. Well, at least I'm trying to make it to 10 if the voice holds out.
To live up to your expectation, neither are you in
Flu be gone.
I don't owe no one.
Let me say a special good night to those of you joining us via 91.9, 91.5. Do hope you're having a blessed night tonight. Yeah, we saw some rainfall today. Wonderful. Yes, I love it. Let me see who's on the YouTube. Baby Daddy, good night to you, bro. Janice Mitchell, Deborah Laborde, Wilfred Antoine, Maria Noel, Faith Lynn, Hallie Douglas, Kathleen Ledlow, Jacinta Livingston, Alcy Peters, and let me see, Alban Harris, Carib Spice, Ann Andrew, Cynthia Bartholomew, Veronica Lewis, Gemma Warwood, Gavin Thomas, Maud Martin, Lisha Abraham, Michelle Alexander. Special good night to all of you. Carl Jones, good night to you, bro. Cynthia Bartholomew, Jenny Samuel, Jenna Benjamin, Sherma Jeremiah, Shenron Thomas, Clive Raymond, Adrian Watts, Cindy Thomas, Phyllis Mitchell, Patsy Frank Sky, Sonny Isle, Kenny Buckmeyer, Hillary Joseph, let me see, Jerome Lewis, Kathleen Knight, Eliza Bernard, Angie Islon Mark, Dennis Bain, Stephen Simon. Good night to all of you.
Now refrain. I remember you say Liberation Day.
I'm also seeing Derek Isaac, Amanda Moses, Raphael Jr. Williams, Christine Otley, Anne-Marie Celestine Grant, Matthew Bowen, Lydia Isaac, Kevon Smith, Anthony Dunbar, Marilyn Ferguson, Marilyn Panchu, Ron Julian, Kashima Roberts, Iva Holas, all of you on the YouTube special good night.
Refrain, you now refrain. Yellow, yellow, all the way is what everybody say. Cell phone ring, man answering. Yellow, yellow, no hello. Teeth get yellow, house get yellow, bus get yellow, man get yellow, even green get yellow. And so says 11-4. When you trick us with campaign promises, we won't stay your tease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain. But you now refrain, you now refrain. Old school parables say you know what you have, but you don't know what you go get. So cherish what you have to diminish regret. But what on earth lasts forever? Not even things created by the great Jehovah. So the green grass ceased to grow to allow the yellow vibes to flow. But boy, one song I sing, one bell I ring. If we didn't know, we never know yellow would have treated us so. When you trick us with campaign promises, we won't stay at ease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping.
Yeah, let me say a special good night to Zoe. Good night to you, Zayla. Good night to you, Neela and Namara.
Past administration,
Zelia.
The frustration. Past administration.
I have to tell the children good night.
Then to economic recession.
See, I add to Neela and Namara.
Economic recession, the cause.
Zelia, what's your brother's name again? Oh gosh, it's slipping me, you know.
Recession, no employment for the ordinary man.
Xavier, my grandma sent me a message. Remind me of your brother's name.
We won't stay at ease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain. But you
special good night to all of you on the Facebook. Yeah, hope you all are having a wonderful night.
Pipeline. But when
folks, remember to like and share the live. If you're not yet subscribed to the YouTube, get over there and make sure you subscribe. Yeah. And we say a special good night to those of you on the Facebook. Maudlin Bartholomew, Jill Williams, I know you're in there. And Andrews, Norman Noel, Denot Andrew, Jill, no, that's Jill already. Yeah, Shuma Fletcher, Landon Jane, Laslin Douglas, Sharon Felix, Dixie Ann Victor, my soldier. Good night to you, Dixie Ann. Charmaine Ragba Singh, Maudlin Bartholomew, Amika Venter, Max and Francis. A special good evening to you, and a special good evening to Mommy, and a happy birthday to Mommy up there, Mrs. Cecilia Saint-Ignac. Yeah, is that how you pronounce it? Saint-Ignac? Yeah, right. Ignac? Right. Yeah. A special good night to her up there in Petit Martinique.
And Veronica Frederick, Red Girl Pascal, good night to you. And let me see who else is there. Yeah, Will and Charles, good night. Dangles, I see you there. Behave yourself tonight, brother. Dangles, behave. Amanda Charles, good night. Kenrick Gordon, good night. Dennis Fabio, good night. Ella Rodney, my friend, good night to you. And Joseph, good night. Evelyn Narayan, Anisha Johnson, good night, my dear. Small Axe, good night, bro. Wallan Aqua, Tora St. John, Jenny Noel. Let me see who else is there. Reverend Cox, I seen all them Parang people tonight. Patsy Bud, Bernadette Joseph, Christopher Johnson, good night. Virgo Rogers, Jesse Sherry. Yeah, good night to Enid Dakota. Adorable Gilbert Levine, good night to you, cuz. Virgo, let me see, nice. No, Virgo Rogers, right, nice. And who else? Let me see. Ann Andrews. Yeah, good night to each and every one of you. Hope that you all are having a fabulous, fabulous night tonight.
The Bible, God had a plan for Jonah to restore Nineveh. But who will restore Grenada? Is it the same Jonah? Lots of doubt, so I'm running up my mouth. And I ain't counting no chicken before the hatch. Politicians sometimes form a crooked batch. After they get the vote, they now sing one note. But here comes Fort Judy and Nancy Payne, with $1 million house and brand new car on the scene, while our hungry belly still grumbling. And you trick us with campaign promises, we won't stay at ease, that's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain, but you now refrain. So you the people say, next election not me stain that finger, cause after we say enough from Jonah, here comes still with.
Folks, very interesting parliament sitting today, and I don't know how many of you got the opportunity to catch pieces of it. Give me a call, give me a call. Nice, beautiful.
Of the world. So drink your bush home if you want good health. And for real, we appreciate the free barrel, but they only come in December. So what we are doing from January to November, suck salt and drink Nawasa water. When you trick us with campaign promises, we won't stay at ease, that's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain, but you now refrain, you now refrain. By the way, what will be your theme for the next campaign?
Shona and Phyllis, good night to you. Maria Ramsey, good night.
Which are you going to tell?
Yeah, I was paying attention to the parliament sitting today. And once again, and let me just pause the music in the background here. The level of disrespect that continues to be leveled against the leader of His Majesty's opposition is amazing. And I don't know how many Grenadians outside there who we consider to be people who would speak out on different things, or who consider themselves to be more decent than the rest of us, are not speaking out on this issue. That every time the leader of His Majesty's opposition stands up, now he spent the most time in the House of Representatives on both sides of the floor. He spent times as simply a minister, he spent times as prime minister, he spent time as opposition leader. So he has spent the most time in the House of Parliament. And when he's offering advice, or when he's speaking on an issue, people who spent, now they're just making a year and some in Parliament refuse to listen. Then you have a speaker who is showing his obvious bias. Now, every human being has a bias. Every human being. Don't get me wrong. I have a bias. Yeah? I'm a supporter of the New National Party. I make no bones about it. I have a bias towards the New National Party. Every single human being has a bias. Anybody that tells you that they are not biased is lying. So everybody has their individual bias. There are those who do programs and they say, well, they're not speaking for any side and different. They lie. Everybody has their bias, right? We may have a bias to one side or the other. We may have a bias against all those sides and have our own side that we'd like to see. But everybody has an individual bias. But when it comes to the business of state, when it comes to the House of Parliament, you ought not, should not, and must not allow your individual bias when you hold the position of Speaker of the House of Representatives to affect the way that you make your decisions. Yeah? It should not affect the way that you make your decisions. So if somebody is presenting and they're given 35 minutes to speak, you fully expect that somebody in response to them would be given the same amount of time to be able to respond to what they have said. It's only fair. That is the way that the House of Representatives has been from ever since I've known it. And I've been following Parliament since Parliament was in Knox House down there to the bottom of Convent. Yeah, to the bottom of the cathedral, the original Parliament building. Yes, I've been following Parliament sittings since it was there. And this is the first time I've seen this level of incompetence, this level of just pure bias on behalf. I mean, yes, you will have your bias. As the Speaker of the House, you will have your bias because most likely the ruling party would recommend you. The ruling party would push, they would recommend you, and therefore they have the numbers, they would get you installed as the Speaker of the House. We understand that. But it should be some at least appearance of equality, some appearance that you're trying to do things in a level manner instead of what we see taking place within the House there right now. Because there's this constant and consistent attempt to shut up, yes, not just Dr. Mitchell, but all members on the opposition benches when they're speaking on issues. Yeah? So you have, outside of the Speaker himself, you have those people on the other side who decide that they're going to act immature and they're going to behave in this sort of manner where they're trying to throw off the person who is speaking on the other side. Instead of they listen to try to learn something, they are trying to throw off the people speaking on the other side. And you know what happens at the end of the day? The people who are out there, like myself, like many of you who may take the opportunity to listen, you are losing the opportunity to hear what's going on. You are losing the opportunity to learn. For instance, they were passing the bills that they passed today in the House of Representatives are some serious bills, and I won't even go in depth into them tonight because I still want time to go over certain aspects of it. For instance, in the second one that they passed, they changed the definition of what is a public-private partnership. And I have a concern in relation to that. Because why did they find it necessary to change at this point in time? And I want to congratulate the Honorable Kate Skeeter Lewis Peters for raising that particular issue and saying straight she will not support the bill because it says this, and it just the government just totally just ignore what she said. Because there seems to be some sort of intention in relation to that particular change. Now, the public-private partnership is a partnership between the government of Grenada and a private entity, either to provide a service or so on, or to get into business together. For instance, they're saying with Marketing and National Importing Board, they're going to get into a public-private partnership with some entity or individual or individuals, whatever. They're going to get into a public-private partnership in order to restructure the Marketing and National Importing Board. Now you're hearing that they want to change the definition from what existed in legislation before, I think dating back to 2015, from what existed in the legislation before, they are now trying to change what the definition of a public-private partnership is. But remember, not only the Marketing and National Importing Board they're speaking about public-private partnership with. They're speaking about public-private partnership with Project 500. Yes, that same project to build 500 houses that they're going to be doing through the Housing Authority of Grenada, that same project, they're speaking of public-private partnership or partnerships because there may be multiple, to build 500 houses a year. So why, when they're looking at a public-private partnership for the Marketing and National Importing Board, why when you're looking for a public-private partnership for the Housing Authority of Grenada, why, from what I've been hearing, you're looking for a public-private partnership with Grenlec? Let me repeat that part for the people that just entered the room. Why, when you're looking for a public-private partnership with Grenlec, from what we are picking up, why, when this is taking place, all of a sudden, you want to change what the definition from 2015 of a public-private partnership is, change the definition, and change it in a way that you're locking in whichever government comes into office, because all you're only spending one term and go all your way, but you're changing it in a way that you're trying to lock in with legal consequences any government that comes in afterwards. They go have to work with who you install in these different things. So you have a public-private partnership with somebody who happens to be a friend of the party, your political organization, a funder of your political organization. You're changing the definition to lock that individual in with the Marketing and National Importing Board, that when the government change, because change it definitely will, so that when the government changes, you will still have a source of money coming in from the person that funds you, because the government that comes in will not be able to change the private partner who you have married to the Marketing and National Importing Board. The same goes with the Project 500. The same goes with Grenlec. The same goes with any other entity that this government decides they're going to go into a public-private partnership with. Yeah? The same goes for any of them. So understand that lots of important things are taking place in Parliament. But they spend their time trying to distract, trying to throw the discussion out the door so that these points can't be exposed. Why did they find it necessary that they have to change the definition of what is a public-private partnership when they are seeking to go into multi-million-dollar public-private partnerships with entities that you and I, the Grenadian people, don't know? Up to now, we don't know who's these public-private partnership partners they're going in with, who's the private entities that they're going in with. Yeah? So we don't know who are the public-private partners, who's the private partners for the PP, yeah, this is the PPM, that's correct, PPP or whatever, yeah. We don't know who is the private that they're going to get for Project 500. We may hear things, we may suspect, but we don't know. We've not officially been told. The same goes when it comes to the issue of Grenlec, because we're hearing about public-private partnership and are hearing certain names calling when it comes to public-private partnership with Grenlec. But now you see, all of a sudden they found it important to bring that to the Parliament at this time. Why? Ask yourself that. Why? Remember, these are the same people that went to Parliament for the approval to be able to take the Saudi loan, yeah? The Saudi Arabian loan. They went to Parliament, and when they went to Parliament, they said they're just getting the authorization, if necessary, to take that loan. I think it was up to 100 million. Somebody message me and let me know. Yeah? The authorization in relation to that Saudi loan, Saudi Arabian loan. They ensured Zayla, my good friend Zayla. Zayla, I did call your name, Zayla. Okay, forget Zayla. Hey. Zayla, good night to you. I'll make it up to you, right? Nice, good, yeah. When it comes to the Saudi Arabian loan, when the government was doing their, in August, when they came back for the loan approval, they said that they just needed approval for the loan. Yeah? They didn't say that, look, we're going to go and we're going to take the loan and we need the loan for this project or that project or the other project. They said, we just need the authorization. We're not sure if we're going to need it yet, that sort of thing. But last week, they took the loan. Have you, the Grenadian people, been informed? I was listening to Parliament. I was in and out. Maybe I missed it. But anyone that was listening, was it said during the Parliament sitting what that loan would be used for? Was it said what are the terms and condition of that loan? We have to ask these questions. We definitely have to ask these questions because there are consequences down the road in relation to these things. There are consequences because each and every Grenadian, some yet unborn, will have to repay. I hear them talking about loans today and this and that and other things. Yeah? But they definitely, and you realize the voice isn't there. So you all have to call. Definitely. And someone is telling me, no, they didn't hear anything. I was listening to the parliament sitting, and I did not hear anything in relation to what that loan was for. Up to now, we're not hearing. I suspect it has something to do, along with the money that's being raised by the Housing Authority of Grenada, it has to do with Project 500. Because the intention is to spin Project 500 as employment, so that to build those 500 houses, you're going to need electricians, you're going to need plumbers, you're going to need all those things, so that they're going to spin it as in Project 500 is going to create X amount of jobs. Expect it in the budget speech. It is coming up. I can tell you other things that are coming up in the budget speech for sure. But they're going to tell you that they are creating jobs. You see, today they already started. You was hearing from the Member of Parliament for St. Andrew Southwest. And he was saying that how the unemployment level has dropped in Grenada. It's now down to 11 point something percent or so from 23% when they came in. I find that very difficult to believe, because I know of several people that were engaged. The people who were under programs like the FAIT program, people who were working under various programs under the Ministry of Youth, people who had jobs working along with the security contractors that were dismissed. Yeah, and many other categories of people all around the island who were sent home. They didn't gain new employment. So you're trying to tell the people out in the States who are listening right now, those of you in the US, or my good friends like Patricia and Matthew out there in Canada, Ian out there in Canada, or good friends in Washington, D.C. and North Carolina, California, etc. You're trying to tell all these people who are listening over in England, etc., that the family them lying to them over here? Because I was listening and I heard government ministers saying the economy doing good. Small businesses closing down. I personally know of several small businesses that have closed down because the business just is not there. You see the hustlers on the street, not the chatters on the street. I'm talking about the hustlers on the street. Yeah? And they will tell you, they're a good gauge of the economy, and they will tell you, yeah, things rough. They're looking forward to the Christmas season, when, in spite of and not because of the government, business tends to pick up a bit. Let me say that again. The Christmas season, when in spite of and not because of the government, business tends to pick up. Because people decide, I want to get a curtain, I want to get this, I want to get that for the house. They passing through town, they see something, they may have seen it several months ago, but at Christmas time, they have the money and they decide they're going to buy. Because we hear that the Prime Minister planning a double salary as well. So, yeah. We hear that. I don't know if it's true. I hear that the Prime Minister planning a double salary for December. So, let me see if it come out. I hear so. I know NNP had done that a couple of years ago, especially for different categories of workers and that kind of thing. Yeah. But hearing right now, they're planning a double salary. So, let me see if that develops, if that comes true. We have a call on the line. Good night.
Shalom, good night, good night, and good night to the Grenadian people.
Good night, my dear.
Good night to Patricia and Matthew, Ian and Zingo, Mr. Watts. I'm just listening to you there. As we said, I wasn't calling tonight. But I'm listening to you there, and you say that something about things good in Grenada.
Well, the government said things good. They said the economy is good and
Mr.
people getting jobs.
And his followers lie. You tell the truth. I, Tamil TV, that's Scott, just reach home. $50 I make for the day. $50 $50 $50. And I was in town before 6 o'clock this morning. Because what happened, I went down very early this morning. Yesterday I went to funeral. So I went down very early this morning to go and collect some medication that my son sent for me in the post office. And when I reached there, I had to pay $130 something. And thanks to my son, I called that send the medication, that send the money from to go and get it, go and get out the liquor box in the post office. And I came back around 9 o'clock and I sit down there. Till I leave town around 7:30 tonight. $50. $50. And I remember a few years back under the NNP government, I could have bought gas for one of them old people that sitting down by me. I used to make me money, and it's the gospel truth. I don't want to come on the radio and lie. I don't want no fame like some of y'all. Watch. I used to make sure I make a little money to buy me soft drink, buy me quesabe, pay me internet, pay me water, pay me light, and pay me rent. And that is not happening for me. I cannot speak about other people. I can't speak for the other people, but I could speak about me, right? I had some zabuka buy from a lady. She gave me for $20. A lady from Mongombie. And I had to give it away. 3 zabuka for $5 to make up that $50 I made today. So I want to tell all you the outside there that listening in America and in England and in Grenada, if you're nice for people as me and them people that come down from Grenville with the lime and the lemons and the bravo, they don't make you nothing because people don't have money. People don't have money. The Indians and them, they make people buy anything, but we struggling. We the poor class sibling. I don't know how I'm making it this month. I don't owe me rent. I usually put away $50 every day to pay me rent, and I ain't seen that. I don't have to be ashamed to talk about that because I don't thief. I used to make me money to pay me rent and pay me bills in my house. Hey, so them not saying that they lie. Whoever minister, whoever say things good in Grenada, they lie. Not because I'm not. If they're doing good, if things are good, I'm talking about it. I ain't biased to say because NNP in government, it's not nice. It might be nice of some people. Everybody coming and credit up there. Some of them boss man. The most thing I sell in my tray is a hen. I sell 3 hens for $1 and the raw paper. And them guys who smoking, that's why I'm making $1. Why you come about things good in Grenada? Don't go and lie to nobody. I live in here. And I want to thank a mister from, I think it's America or Canada. He give a lady some things to give me today. He's listening to the program right now. I forget his name. I want to thank you very much, sir. I appreciate what you sent for me. Thank you. The mister was sending some food for me. Some food stuff. I thank God for you, sir, and thank you. You're rough. You're really rough. And I want to let the people know I have a lot of jerseys. Talking Point jersey. You come and buy the jerseys. Please, I have a lot.
You have
I
Asham?
have green, I have blue, I have red, and I have the black. It's rough. I miss Mr. Dr. Michelle Goodnight and Peter. Because if they was in office, I'd have gone and climb in trouble for them to pay me rent and to buy me cylinder gas for me. I don't want to be ashamed for that. Things are nice. It's nice of them and the people. Have a good night, Grenada.
All right, thank you. Folks, and that's the thing, I'm wondering if to find out, to do that survey. I'm wondering if they only ask NDC people. They probably went into an NDC meeting and asked only NDC people. Because they could not have done any sort of survey. Yes, I know the man who works in artificial intelligence, Mr. Justin Pierre. I know he's on the island. I know that. Yeah, I can tell you where he is. I know he's here. All right. And I know he's doing work along with, I don't know if it's the party or the government. Them are the really say. Yeah. So, I don't know if who they asked those questions were only members of the NDC. They didn't ask the general population. Because if you walk into an NDC convention and you ask the people within the NDC convention, you poll them, you ask them if they had the best Mitchell, they're going to say yes. You ask them if the country running nice, they're going to say yes. But if you ask the entire country, the answers will be different. Yeah? So understand that in the context of where these people are speaking from. They are speaking from talking amongst themselves. So things nice with them. Things nice with their friends economically. Things nice with their friends and family economically. Because you're seeing their relatives falling into ministry, brothers and sisters from Prime Minister Dong, brothers and sisters falling into various ministries, cousins and girlfriend and things falling into ministries. When I say falling into ministries, getting jobs for thousands of dollars on a monthly basis. That is how things nice with them. So yes, they are creating jobs for their friends and family. And the average supporter of the National Democratic Congress, the same people who will jump on their live and try to distract, the same people who will call a program and try to distract, the same people, well, they can't tell me nothing. No, they ain't telling me nothing, you know. They wait until I pass and they shoo, but they can't say nothing. And if somebody hear them shooing, they're in problems. So they know better to leave him alone. But they are only taking care of themselves, and the average supporter of the NDC, they ain't getting nothing. We have a caller. Good night. Hello, good night. No, you've gotten through. You're on.
You're stuck, you know.
You're on. Hello?
You're stuck.
You're on, my brother. Hello? Okay. Caller, when you're calling, listen to the phone line. You got through, but you were not listening on the phone line. Hello, good night.
Sheila, sorry to call back. I just have a message, an urgent message.
No, go ahead.
For Mr. Carl Caton.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have his phone number. Could you send a message for him, please, for me?
Okay.
And tell him on Thursday, pass to collect something for me. Somebody leave it for him.
Okay.
Carl Caton.
No problem. I'll do that.
And you too pass Thursday, please, Lord.
All right. We'll see Thursday.
Yes,
Please, Lord.
bye-bye.
All right. Thanks. Yeah, let me see. I think, right. Hello, good night.
Good night, Sheldon.
Hi, good night.
Yes.
Yeah,
Be
go
Jenny.
right ahead.
Be Jenny.
Yes, man. Go right ahead. You're live.
Sheldon,
Yes, sir.
I just hear Kami saying this. Some people they do a survey.
Well, what I would say is this. They are trying to do a survey. I have seen it pop up on the internet. I think it's in one of the online newspapers. It's there as well. They are conducting a survey. I know that the individual that it seems did some work for them before the last election is on island. And what they're doing on island at this point in time, they ain't lying. I know for a fact they're working. So they are doing some polling and some surveying and that sort of thing. But from Parliament today, they were saying that all the unemployment has gone down by nearly half from when they came in.
You mad?
Not me that mad. It's not me that I just repeating what them people say, Papa.
Yes, them have to be mad.
At least two ministers. I heard the minister for St. Andrews Southwest say
You know the stores that in St. George's, they're sending them workers. Because they don't make it nothing. Thing there. Them stores and them sending them workers right now. Them say they can't make it. Don't surprise that some of them might close. Because you got no money and more there's no power, no money spending. People don't have money. And St. George is dead. I got in tongue today. But I passing some stores and the place there. So how you could telling me that you do a survey and employment go wrong? Employment go wrong way. Employment go down for them because they're employing the people. They putting the people in position and do all kind of things so they say employment go down. But people catching the name, people going home right now. When I go and ask my friend and they say she go home, I say, well, how she go? I say, she's sick. The man say, no, they can't afford. The man tell me they stay a day and make $50 for the whole day. My partner, $50 they men make for the whole day. And you have about 9 of them working inside there. Can't afford to pay them. So you have to let them go. So when they come talking about them, they do survey and employ. Employment go away.
My brother, telling you what the parliamentarians on the government side have said. They say it gone down.
Go back and do a good survey. Either right. That man I give them that information, that's all right. Because people catching the name and partner. People bawling. People crying right now. You go to the supermarket, they're there. All of them there. When NDC take over, when they came in power, when they come in power, when they get into power, the country was booming. Thing was moving because remember they come and they make things in place. After they pay all the pension and they do all kind of things, you see the country that go wrong. People in the store crying right now. A girl tell me she don't know she'll go home. In another store, she don't know she's going home. Which survey they do? They do a survey and they say about things good in the country, employment good. Employment good for the people because when you give a man all that money, he getting how much money? $5,000. Yeah? He getting $5,000 to supervise. Yeah? Supervision.
Well, we've seen.
They must say that.
We've seen some of the contracts here with people who are getting 5,000 plus, 6,000 plus, and even 10,000 a month. We've seen it here. We've shown you.
They're not saying well.
So they created jobs. Yes, they have created jobs for their friends.
For their friends.
Yeah.
But if I could never believe the IMF could come in Grenada here and could do a survey and say the employment go down. They'll ball. To hear employment is skyrocketing in Grenada. People they home. You know what people are there home? Real people there, you know. I'm going on about, you know. And you have real people home. From Sense Marketing Board, people go on home. They home still. They might just find people left, right, and center talking about how you could have a country. You have a country where the economy was blooming, things moving nice, you make it good, and then you start sending on people, and then you want the economy to function properly still. You want the economy to stand up. It's only God who do that, not them. And this is only sending on people, and all they do, they're traveling.
My friend, I could tell you, there are people that have been sent home from the Caregivers Program. There are people that have been sent home from under the Imani program, whether they say it's training or employment. People have been sent home from that program. There are many people that have been sent home, all the people that were under the Faith program. And we even touched the people in Carriacou. And if they try to give the impression, it's only 3 or 4 people in Carriacou. Carriacou people listening and they know that's not the truth.
My partner tell me Carriacou people balling too. My partner go over to me go and get some drinks. Me updated balling partner. No money power, no spending power. Place there. And on Sunday, I don't know the government go give fortnight. They might give her 2 fortnight. They say might give her 2 fortnight. I hear that from my source. They plan to give 2 fortnight with the road work. Other than that, government don't have nothing to give nobody. Well, because the government don't getting no money from nobody. Not even from the IMF they getting money from. Because the IMF won them. I remember when the man from the IMF came here, the big man, came down here and he speak about the money. He said, remember, the money you all paying, the structural adjustment money, program money. Careful what all you do with it. Now you want to come and tell the IMF if you want money, you want help. Nobody helping them. That because they make money, they say they made the strategic fat. He has lots of money. Now you're telling me about the damn money in the country?
Well,
So when the money
let's ask it, because they are saying that they have created employment. I'm asking for who? They're
For
saying
who?
that the economy is doing well. They say things
Where?
are on the up and up. The economy is doing well. I seem to remember that the report in relation to agriculture was that agricultural production had gone down. Maybe I was hearing wrong. Maybe I was hearing wrong. So we need to get to the bottom of this one.
For this country to appear well, these fellas have to go. They have to leave. This boy don't care about Grenada. That's what I see these men do to the people in the bureaus. And he constantly doing for people the same evil. Why do them in the housing? Eh? I listened to Dr. Mother speak last night. They want to claim things what they don't know about.
But part of what was done today, my brother. Now remember, the New National Party had passed the Fiscal Responsibility Act. Yeah? Without any prompting, the New National Party passed the Fiscal Responsibility Act. And what you were doing with that act is that you were making sure that the economy of Grenada was managed properly. Yeah?
That's correct.
And also that while you managed your loan payments, you managed your salary payments, you managed your projects, your payments for your projects and so on, while you were doing that, you were also saving a certain percentage of what was coming in so that when the rain falls, you have something to buy an umbrella. The rain fell in 2020 with COVID. Grenada didn't have to go into any significant amount of loans to say, well, they had to take 400 million here or how much million there. And so they didn't go into any significant set of loans because they had the contingency fund there for in case something like that happened.
Is that your thing?
Yeah?
They come and they get rid of all these things, isn't it?
No, but what they didn't get rid of it. What they do, they take it, they update it, they change different parts of it. No, it's 2023. That was passed somewhere down. I can't remember if it's 2014 or 2015, wherever it was passed. So things change. You will have to update legislation from time to time. That is understandable.
Well, we know about
the
that.
government is correct for that. But they update it, they change certain things in it, but some of the things that they change in it, they ought not to have touched. Right?
They get rid of certain things and they put in their own thing.
But on top of that, they changed the name just so they could say, well, we put that act in place.
Yeah.
They want something to call their own, so we put that act in place.
You build $1 billion budget, up to now you can't see you starting your budget yet to say you will do something for Grenada. Huh? Or what you doing what Dr. Mitchell do? So if Dr. Mitchell and him put if NNP didn't have nothing in place, Grenada will be dead. My
brother?
Will I die? If all these liquor work and them are taking place now, it's because of the NNP. They didn't put and Dr. Morrison and them put things together, Dr. Mitchell and they put things together. What happened to us?
Let me ask you the final question before you go. Did any public worker not get paid during that period of time of COVID? Or they get a salary on time?
Every time everybody getting their money?
In fact, at the end, didn't some of them even get a double?
Watch me. When NNP was when the COVID-19, I was working in Shetland, and then people getting the pay, the money coming and meet them. Right now, people get over 3 months, over 4 months now. Some people get paid. They waiting for money still, and you come telling me economy nice. If the economy is, why is taking long to pay people? Then you have to be some shortfall. Some way, something to write, some shortfall taking place.
All right, my friend. I thank you for your call. Brother. All right.
Yeah, brother.
440-7377. I know someone called on the WhatsApp. Let me see if I am able to raise that person on the WhatsApp line. They did call, so we're going to give them a call back. And folks, in the interim, remember you can call us on 347-329-3101 and 440-7377. You can also call us on WhatsApp on 440-7377. Not getting through to that person on that line, so let me give this one an opportunity. Hello, good night.
Sheldon, good night.
Good night, sir.
Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Go right ahead.
Well, I hear you answer, so you probably didn't hear me.
Yeah, man, go right ahead.
I hear you was talking about something there about pass something in Parliament.
Mm-hmm.
And some laws or something like that. And you say no, nothing cannot be done or something like that. So you want to tell me if our next government comes into office, they cannot repeal it?
You will how they intend to do it. You'll end up with legal problems if you do.
Why that should happen?
You understand? So they're doing it in a way that you're stuck. You have to go with whoever they put in place, or there will be legal. You could decide that you're going and fight against it. You could decide that you're going to face the consequences in the betterment of the Grenadian people. But what they're doing is trying to stick their people in positions that you're going to end up in legal problems, and then they won't come and say, well, look, you see, that government come in and they moved this person who was doing a good job, and that sort of thing.
Well, because what they did for themselves is not a problem. Look, I listen your friend speak to you there, and you're talking about employment. I went by two stores, two partners of mine, two Indian, and they tell me that things so bad that they feel to close down and go back in India.
I have heard that from one or two. I have heard that from one or two. I myself have heard that.
Yes, I tell you, I went by them, and they told me so. No, I wonder if the Prime Minister do really listening news and listening things that is happening throughout the world. Look, so much of fellows, people in the United States, they say they are big, experienced, bright liars. You see what happened to them? Doing the wrong things, and they thought they got away with it. You see them facing the big penalty now for it? I hope you're paying attention to what is going on. To try to be a dictator. In my view, he look at it trying to be a dictator,
Well, you did hear.
Try to assist people and try to make them happy, because he afraid to live in Mount Royal. Mount Royal not too good. Is not good for him, because who he looking at is black people. Black people in River Road and Dabo area. He don't like to see that. So he go in a big condominium where you could see white people. He's so white, so everything you want to see. So he forget if this is the type of people that vote for them or vote for him. So he forget everything about that. But the time will come, a lot of regret it. I know for sure that they will regret it. And I don't want to say too much. There is some ministers there that now they doesn't really know the top from the bottom really good. They might be right, I'm not saying though. But you tell me 1 year and something, you come here, you're so brave than the other minister that was here for 5 and 10 years. They never try to learn, They all time try to dictate to people and play the know-it-all. But however, let lying dogs sleep, because he may bite you when you touch him. So, partner, there's a lot of problems that happening in this country. This country wasn't like that. Dr. Mitchell take this country from nowhere, and he bring it where it's supposed to be, at least. And today everybody come, and they're looking for the it, and they're just mashing it up. But the people that did that against Dr. Mitchell, they will be in a sad state now. And I'm sorry, they should keep on begging to the end of the time. But now you just have a good night.
All right. Thank you so very much, my friend.
Take care, man. Bye.
440-7377. That's 440-7377. And folks, remember, Cammy have Asham as well. So check out Cammy. She have, if I not just be talking and just gone on something. Yeah. Cammy have Asham too. Check Cammy. It's not just Talking Points t-shirt. You see, yeah. People want the Talking Points. Right. You want the Talking Points. Nice. You see it? Nice. Good. Right. Yes. Outside of the Talking Points t-shirts, Cammy has Asham. You could, when you're passing in town, you need a drink, you could make a look pass by Cammy and give her a check out. All right. 440-7377. Folks, let's just give the caller on the WhatsApp the opportunity. Caller, let me see. Yes. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night, Sheldon. How are you?
Yeah, I'm quite fine. Go right ahead. You're live.
Shalala, I just want to find out something. I know early up in the air, the government they signed some agreement to fix the stadium. I just want to know what's going on. Anything of what's going on with the stadium?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not looking, the stadium is really not looking good. So I would like if the government could do something for the stadium.
Okay. All right, my friend. All right, no problem. All right, what I would say before I take a next call, what I would say now, during the COVID period, the Chinese had already agreed to do repairs onto the Grenada National Stadiums, right? Stadia. The cricket stadium was down for repairs. COVID came and it slowed the entire process down. Obviously, they had their people that had to come out of China, and we know nobody was allowing anyone from China into their country during that period. So the Chinese that had to come over to do the work on the National Stadium were unable to even leave China. At that point in time, you had lockdown, all those sort of things. I was a member of the board of directors of the Grenada National Stadium Authority. I know for a fact that early last year, the first few Chinese had come because things had started opening back already. So the first few had come to do the groundwork in relation to what had to take place at the Grenada National Stadiums, right? Now there's work to take place on both stadia. On the athletic stadium, you have to replace the track. The track has to be replaced. That's a totally different story. I might need a program alone to discuss the track over at the athletic stadium. And there were one or two other things, windows, this, that, the other, that had to be fixed across there. These things break from time to time. You have to fix them, seats, whatever. Outside of those, you had the work that had to be done. Obviously, when you're passing at the cricket stadium, you're seeing it, the sea blast and that sort of thing. That has to be fixed. If the team is here, I don't know the full team. I know that early last year, before elections, the first few people had come in and they were organizing the groundwork. They had to say what the scope was, what they had to do, different things like that. On the change of government, everything slowed down, it seems, again. Then you had a signing that took place, yes, they fixed, because they want to make it look as something that they initiated when they came in. And I'm telling you, since before COVID, this was an agreement between Grenada and the Chinese. Yeah? So when this new government came in, of course, they slowed down everything because they want to see this, they want to see that, they want to view everything. No problem with that. But added to that, they also went through the process of having signing and all different kind of things. Something was agreed already. They went and they have the signing and so. So we're waiting to see what the rollout in relation to that is. On some forum, I did hear the Minister of Youth, incompetent as he is, I did hear him speak in relation to the stadium and some of the work that would be done there and so on. So there is work to be done there. It was scheduled to be done quite a while ago. In fact, this should have been far gone. The team had to come in and so during the year last year and so on. By now, that work would have been far advanced. But we're seeing it as it is right now. Things breaking here, there, all sorts of things. Other countries get cricket match under the World Cup thing. Grenada, Grenada, you know. Grenada, who had Bangladesh and Australia and England and all kind of thing passing through here. And when World Cup last time, we had how much teams in Grenada and so on. We got some of the best matches. And Grenada ain't get even a warm-up match for the World Cup. Meanwhile, other countries have gotten. Whatever take place there, the government would have to answer on that one. Folks, let me just remind you all of one or two things because it's they're coming up. They're coming up tomorrow. Remember, it's going to be happening down there at the St. Luke's. Yeah, the St. Luke's Church. That's, let me see if I could pull that up. Right, that's the mini fair. The mini fair that's taking place at the St. George Anglican Church down at the St. Luke Church grounds in Grenville Vale. So remember to support that one. Head on out there. They have games, cakes, candies, bakes, fish cakes, Bigfoot sauce, chicken and chips, all sorts of things. Drinks on sale, popcorn, barbecue, and fried chicken, different things, right? So head on out there. That's the St. George Anglican Parish. They are having that mini fair taking place tomorrow, and it starts from 1 p.m. So you can head out there for 1 p.m. You want to reach when all the food done. So you're going early, right? From 1 p.m. up until 10 p.m. Remember, the Carriacou and Petit Martinique New York chapter, they are having the fish fry that's taking place on the 18th of November. So you could plan that coming up on the 18th of November. Just remember when gas price changing in Grenada, that's supposed to be taking place, right? The day after gas price change, it will change the 17th, right? So Saturday, November the 18th from 12 p.m. until everything finish. All the fish, everything had to finish. All right? So for tickets, contact Nisha at 347-683-1997. Jacintha at 917-615-4918. Wilson at 917-754-1319. It's taking place at 302 East 91st Brooklyn, New York. Let me just get this bigger here. New York, right? 11212 between Lenox and Clarkson. All right. So those of you that can make it to that activity, make it to that. Remember as well, this Saturday, Lovers Night Out. That's happening at the Arena Nightclub. Admission only $15. Glow in Style, DJs Mega Mix and Just Gus. That's the new National Party St. Patrick West constituency branch. They are having that. So some of you from the other areas, you could make out St. John's, make up 2 bus and go up now, 2-3 bus and head on up. All right, nice. So they have giveaways. That's from midnight on the hour. They're going to be having different things. Then remember the NNP Social. That's taking place this Sunday. Yeah, this Sunday at the Cuthbert Peters Hard Court. And it starts from 12 p.m. Come on out. Let's meet, greet, and mingle. Live entertainment, lots of eats and drinks. So come on out and join with the new National Party this Sunday at the Cuthbert Peters Hard Court up there in Guelph, St. John. Good night to you, St. John. Hope you all are having a wonderful night. Also, folks, remember, yeah, we also have some other activities. Let me see if I could find it here. Yes, we have the Women's of St. David. That's next week. They are having their barbecue. All right. So the St. David branch, they're having their barbecue next week, Friday, at the constituency office up there. Yes, the new National Party constituency office. So you can check various members of the new National Party St. David branch and get your tickets. The St. George Northwest constituency branch of the new National Party, they're having their breakfast sale on the 4th of November right by Jalayan Shop. All right, so you have bakes, fish cake, all kind of thing. Well, you know Northwest already. So you're getting down to your Tanya log, everything. You fry cuckoo thing, right? Everything there. St. George Northwest, that's starting, that's next week. That's the 4th of November. And it starts at what time? 7 a.m. All right, and the St. John branch of the new National Party, they've got their barbecue sale. It starts from 11 a.m. and they're going to be close to the Grand Roy Medical Station. That's on Saturday, the 4th of November. So all those activities coming up, folks. Remember to make a little pass. All right, nice.
Mami, I know you're planning, I know you're grinding, and you're waiting for the time. You're constantly fretting and forcing. I know you're ready, can't barely grind. I'm feeling the bleeding, the agony that's severely affecting me. This whole country is now in the head, and a whole set of misery. Cause the people are now facing serious time. And the youths that devastating them mind. Unemployment stick in the sky, cost of living making us cry. While young men and women just drift to crime. That's why I want our election to come right now, to reclaim this country from this storm high. I want our election to come right now, to give back the young people this drugs. I want our election to come right now, to get rid of all this biasness. I want our election to come right now, to eradicate this wickedness. Right now, those young people people say right now they want it today. They can wait until tomorrow. Right now. Carrick people say right now they want it right away. They can't take no more pain and sorrow. Right now. The children lose hope. Right now. Like they're hook on the door. We have to get fast and happy to pray for this country. Right now. I tell you, we want our election.
All right, folks, we've got a call online. Good night.
Sheldon, I just forgot to ask you one thing. I'm hearing little get together here and there all about the place.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard anything about the tongue of St. George. What happened? Everybody
There-
want
no,
to sleep?
there
Find out for me and let me hear on air.
Okay, no problem.
Good man.
Yeah, I know there is an activity for the town of St. George. I saw it somewhere, but I didn't get time to save it. So that's why last night I was asking someone from the town of St. George to send the information. I think it's the opening of either an office or something. And I was asking the people in the town of St. George to send it to me. So whoever is listening from the town of St. George, make sure and send it to me. All right, folks, it is now 6 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock. And I wanted to go over something with you all. You know me already. I like to go over things. Now, as usual, and as I'm saying, I'm going to show you all what I'm doing here. And I'm going to hold on the calls for a little while I do this one. Now, as usual, on a weekly basis, I check the Government Gazette. The Government Gazette gives various government notices and so on. And I checked the Government Gazette for last week. And this is what came up. There's roughly 62 pages, lots of things inside there. The Government Gazette, of course, you see it there, right? And I was going through, and there was something that I found quite interesting in the Gazette. And let me just pull that up for you. And it happens to be this part. In fact, let me change it so you could see it better. Right, let me pull that up a bit now. Right, and let me bring it here. And it's this particular area that I find to be very interesting because I have my suspicions. Let me say again, I have my suspicions. I'm going to hold on the phone calls. I have my suspicions. BSB Consulting Incorporated. Grenada Citizenship by Investment Act 2013. Notice is hereby given that pursuant to Section 4 of the Grenada Citizenship by Investment Act 2013, BSB Consulting Inc., Hills Have Eyes, Tempe, St. George, Grenada, West Indies, has been granted the license of a local agent and is therefore authorized to conduct business in the state of Grenada pursuant to the terms and conditions specified in the said Grenada Citizenship by Investment Act 2013, and it gives the agent license as GCBI-LA-042, dated October 9th, 2023, and signed by Mr. Thomas Anthony, the Chief Executive Officer. My question here, does BSB Consulting Inc. stand for Burke Seeley Burke Consulting Incorporated? And if it's so, does it now mean, and I'm asking because I see Hills Have Eyes, Tempe, I'm wondering how much lawyers it have living up inside there. And it's just strange that I know two lawyers living up inside there, one named Burke and one named Seeley Burke. So I'm asking if BSB Consulting Inc. has anything to do, simply asking a question here, making a fair comment, if our good friend Mr. Nazim Burke is now a CBI agent. Both him and his wife, or him or his wife. I'd like to know. Because I realize like real money passing in CBI right now. Let me say it again. Real money passing in the Citizenship by Investment program right now. Remember the Prime Minister? He is already an agent. You can say as much as you want. If what I'm saying is wrong, he knows he has recourse through the courts of Grenada. the Prime Minister of Grenada is a local agent for the CBI program. Taking his name off of the website does not change the fact that he is owner, Mitchell is owner of a company that is a CBI local agent. Yeah? We have BSB Consulting Inc. So I'm interested in knowing, as I said, I know some people that carry those initials up there because it could be Burke, Sealy Burke. Yeah? As in Mr. and Mrs. Burke. So I want to know if BSB Consulting Inc., that I think that has been around since when? February this year? When was it? Earlier this year or last year? Right. So that Burke, Sealy Burke, want to know if that is Burke, Sealy Burke Consulting. Really want to know if Mr. Nazim Burke, because I know the kind of things that Mr. Burke has said about the Citizenship by Investment program in the past. I mean, all of us, I would be very, very, very interested in knowing. And I'm so interested in knowing that I went to the CBI page. Yeah, you see, I'm showing you what I'm doing when I'm doing it, I went to the CBI page. I went under how to apply and I looked at who are the local agents. Because I thought if this was published in the Gazette, then somewhere here, it would be reflected, and I realized that they have not yet updated the list of local agents. When I say it tonight, I hope that they help us out and give a list of the local agents, right? An updated list, because it seems as though the list that we have now up on the website is outdated. Yeah? So we see all these different companies here, of course, right? You see Mitchell and Partners, that we used to see the name, I think Deacon Mitchell here, we used to see that name, and what was a Skeeter something or the other, right? A Chaitan, yeah, right. We used to see that they take it out now and they change the email address. That don't change that Mitchell and Partners is associated directly with the Prime Minister. If he sells shares in it, that is one thing. It's still named Mitchell and Partners, so you have Mitchell and Partners is still a local agent. In other words, the Prime Minister can be benefiting from the CBI program that he, as Prime Minister, is still in charge of. Instead, no, he handed it over to, who he handed it over to now? Mr. Dennis Cornwall. Yeah, because he's Minister of Finance and I think CBI fall under him now. Right. But still, we see the Prime Minister going investment forums under CBI in the Middle East and in London and different things. But remember, he's a local agent when it comes to the CBI program, right? But I realized something as well. I realized that a certain name has disappeared from under their because Citizenship and Corporate Services Limited, the name that should be there, and people under the CBI program, stop taking Grenadians for fool. We ain't stupid. Stop it. You're disrespecting our intelligence. Citizenship and Cooperative Services. All of a sudden, the name Dennis Cornwall disappear from under this part. Why? Because he's the Minister of Finance, and because Mr. Dennis Cornwall is the one that has to give concessions to the companies who are involved in the CBI program here in Grenada, yet still he's a local agent. Can you all not see the conflict of interest? So don't think taking out the name there go and fool any of us. We have the other one copy already, where his name is there. How much people work with Citizenship and Corporate Services Limited? You have a staff? Is there a staff? Is there a staff of 5? Is there a staff of 10? Is there a staff of 15? Who is the principal person for Citizenship and Cooperative Services here, limited here in Grenada? Stop interfering with the intelligence and trying to make us look like we stupid. We see SB, Miss Andrea St. Bernard, who is supposed to be out there. I'm waiting to hear in Parliament. I'm waiting to hear the wonderful job she has done and the amount of investments and jobs through her appointment that she has gone out there. And she's brought in so much investment for Grenada. Not for the NDC party, because she's the treasurer. So I ain't talking about how much money she may have gone out there and secured. 2-3 million. I ain't know. I'm not talking about how much money she may have secured out there using her diplomatic status on behalf of the National Democratic Congress. I don't know if that happened, so I ain't asking that. What I'm asking is that she's a CBI agent, so we don't know if her company is making money right now under CBI. Because remember, she's traveling as a diplomat right now, here, there, and everywhere. And remember, she's still on boards here, chair there, all kind of thing on boards down here. And an advisor to the government of Grenada. Yeah? Her company is still there. They leave her name up. But all of a sudden, when it comes to Citizenship and Corporate Services Limited, the name of the principals there disappear. Who all you think are you fooling? Who do you all think that you're fooling? It is wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong. Yeah? The Minister of Finance ought not to be a local agent under the CBI program, full stop. When one of the CBI companies who are operating in Grenada, when they need to get a concession for their project, if they're building a hotel, they want a concession in relation to some of the materials that they're bringing in or some of the furnishings that they're bringing in. When they need a concession in relation to that, they are going to the Minister of Finance. They're not going to any other minister. They're going to the Minister of Finance. The concession has to be given by him. Right? But at the same time, he's a local agent. It opens the door to corrupt practices. It is wrong. And then to try and hoodwink us because we're stupid. We ain't know, and we didn't have time copy that his name is there as the principal person behind Citizenship and Corporate Services Limited. We ain't know. We're stupid. We don't know what's going on. So all of a sudden, the Minister of Finance name disappear. Has he been delisted? Has he been removed? Has he been removed as a local agent under the CBI program? Has the Minister of Finance, has the Prime Minister, when Minister of Finance and now as Prime Minister, have either of them earned any money through the CBI program? Because we're hearing about 2,000 passports. We're hearing the majority are from Russia. We're hearing all those sorts of stories in relation to the CBI program. We're hearing all those things. And out of all the other agents, I just want to know about three. I want to know if Mr. Dennis Cornwall, Mr. Deacon and Miss Mitchell, and Miss Andrea St. Bernard, I just want to know if three of them have been benefiting from the CBI program within the last year and some. That is what I want to know. We've got a call online. Good night.
Sheldon?
Yes, ma'am.
If they tell themselves they go do what they want, they don't watch in America how Trump had to face its consequences. All they tell themselves they want to do what they want in Grenada.
No, we stupid.
Go inside Parliament and tell them Parliament is only for them alone. You check it out?
Mm-hmm.
They're going inside there and tell themselves Parliament is only for them alone. You check it out?
Yes, madam.
They tell themselves what they're doing there. When you hear them move out, we dig it all and Smith. And kill all the ants and them. They tell themselves that. They go sit down there and do what they want, and when they go there, they go sit down there and we go say, let we build country. Nothing so. They have to face the consequences. They're not watching what's going on with Trump. Huh? They even watch what's going on with Trump. They're not trying them kind of tricks and them in Grenada here, you know. They only want to come and sit down and spend money like if money shaking in Grenada here. And a lot of Grenadians suffering. A lot. All who shot is bally with their mouth shut. They bally secret. They bally in secret until they host they can talk. So if they tell themselves, man suffering here, and they tell themselves they could spend money how they want, going and sit down in big house and spending money from Mr. Gary go right up, stay in Mount Lane, but they want to sit down in big house and view all the boat and them. You don't working so. I'll waste money, have to come back and do what we have to do. Shall I have a blessed night?
All right, my dear. No, we stupid, so we don't know how to read and we doesn't remember. So we can't remember whose name was under that initially. All right, okay. All right, but just remember, I'm asking the question nicely at this point in time. The Government Gazette, dated last week Friday, has the announcement of BSB Consulting Inc. as a new local agent, as a local agent. They have been granted a license as a local agent. I am very interested in knowing if the former Minister of Finance of Grenada, the former political leader of the National Democratic Congress, the former MP for St. George Northeast, I'm very interested in knowing if BSB Consulting Inc. happens to be his company or a company associated with him. Very interested in knowing. Hello, good night.
Hey, Shirley, what's going on, man?
I'm just cool.
Yeah, man, I'm watch. If they believe they will get away with this kind of stupidness that they're doing, the Grenadian people so dumb and stupid, tell them they have a rude awakening coming for them. Mr. Deacon Mitchell feel he's Grenadian boss. He's not Grenadian boss. I went in the supermarket Sunday. I met a lady, a young girl. She come with $50. She come to make some grocery, you know. The $50 exactly, what she pick up the $50 exactly. She started to put back things on the shelf. I told the woman, I said, lady, don't put it back. I will pay for it. And I did pay for it. They're making joke. Things are bad in Grenada. Things is very bad and hard in Grenada. I am telling you that. The Indians start to make people go, like to start to sack out people. I was talking to one today, and he tell me that the worst he ever see. You don't know what kind of government we have here and what kind of government we got. I said, you vote for them? He said, me? I never vote for them. Grenadians, get up. We got to get rid of this wicked government in this country. We cannot control it. If they feel that that's going to happen, man, that's going to happen, that government is the most lying government. And that Prime Minister, he lies too much. He had to stop this lie. Every 2 words this man say, he said 2, you know, but 5 is lie. Guys, to tell you, this man lying too much. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, my brother. 4407377. That's 4407377. That's the number for you to call and get on to the inside. Yes, indeed. You know, let me make sure I play this song. I stop the song. Let me put back the song. How St. Lucians does say things eke. Things bad, yeah, things eke.
Tell me who want to take the blame.
Good night to my good friends out there in St. Lucia. I know that you all are listening.
And no one show us that they care. Victimization is their solution. Why public servants now in despair? Everywhere you go throughout this country, you can feel the plight of the people.
And we have a caller. Good night. Hello. Good night, caller.
Selan.
Hi, good night.
I don't hear nothing about my money.
About which money again now?
In the school money. Sanitizer money. You don't hear nothing?
Oh gosh,
it's not coming, you know.
No. Remember, there's a court case active, so let's see. And but as I said before, they didn't wait on court case before to pay people. So let me see if they're going to pay the people under the faith program, or if they're going to continue just to bad mind all you.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing more than bad mind. Nothing more than that. Just bad mind.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, my dear. Yeah. Oh gosh. 440-7377. Good night to you, Nadine, Jason, and Shirley out there in London. A special good night to each and every one. Hope that you all are having a wonderful night. It's a sacrifice for people over there to stay up and listen to the program, you know. So I really, really respect you all and admire you all. So to Nadine, Jason, and Shirley out there in London, yeah, because I think it's after 12 there now, and they're up listening to a program in Grenada and what's going on in Grenada. So a special, special good night to each and every one of you. All right, and 440-7377. That's 440-7. I really want to know, who does BSB Consulting belong to? I really want to know. I want to know. Yeah, BSB Consulting. They are now. Merrill, good night. Good night. Yvonne, good night. Right. Good night to both of you. I hope I'll make sure I'll get all the ticket for the 18th already. I contact them people and get all the ticket. Nice. Right. So I'm very interested in knowing who BSB is. I mean, I have my suspicions. I mean, I'm finding it hard to believe if it's Brother Burke. I find it real hard to believe if his brother Burke is BSB Consulting and he's not a local agent for the CBI program, the Citizenship by Investment program. Because you and I know Brother Burke wasn't kind to that program over the years. He said, all kind of thing. I was in Parliament when we introduced the bill to reintroduce the CBI program. And Brother Burke had quite a lot to say at that point in time, you know. Quite a lot to say when that bill was introduced in Parliament. So I'm very interested to find out if now he's an agent. I know they had problems before with various people who were agents of the CBI program because they found that these people were too close to the New National Party. So they found that these people are so close to the New National Party and they're CBI agents. But now we have the Prime Minister, the Minister of Finance. We have another person there who is the ambassador, or diplomat, and not even ambassador, diplomat, wherever, that's supposed to be traveling out there and bringing in business for Grenada. So I really want to see, because you know what they're going to come with? Distraction. That's what they're going to come with. You know, they realize certain people talk for the first time in Parliament since they crossed the floor. That's the first time they open their mouth and say anything in Parliament, scripted of course, but first time they say anything in Parliament. Because they're getting ready for the distraction. That's what they want. They don't want us to focus on the budget debate and, hey, did they really achieve anything? So they already start with the thing about, hey, yeah, Olensi, we get we cut employment. We cut down on employment. Yeah, you cut down unemployment among your friends and family and your brown nosers and sycophants who up there with all you. That's where you create employment. But when it comes to the average Grenadian, you just heard a lady call asking for she money from the faith program from since last year. They make sure they ain't wait for the end of no court case to pay teachers. And nobody ain't jealous the teachers, they get their money, But treat the faith workers in the same way. When they took the oath to treat everybody fairly, equal. But they end up keeping that. We have a caller online. Good night.
Yeah, good night, Brother Sheldon.
Hi, good night. Go right ahead.
Brother Sheldon, I remember Sheldon Douglas sang a song. What they hate, what they like, they end up, what they hate, they come out now and they like it. Because I remember in 2008, the government at the time, we criticized the CBI program. They had the worst stuff to say to our CBI program. But now, the same people who hate the CBI program now, they become agent of CBI. Because why? Money flowing, and everybody want to be agent of CBI program, just for the money's sake. I'm not sure when you look at what is going on, why some people are attacking? Know why? Because they want, with the money flowing, they want to be there. Now, if they attack, they will not get there. So they're keeping it was short. Just to achieve what they want. So you see, with this government and his friends only seeking their interest. seeking interest to make money of the back of the poor class of people, poor class of people. And Brother Sheldon, when the government talk about the economy is up, but I ask myself a question: when you take a look, what is going on in the country? Stores and things closing down. A lot of business places closing down because why? Things bad. People not working. About 3,000 something people went home. They're on the bread line. And when you look at what in any country, Brother Sheldon, what do you know? I understand in a country, the people who don't have a country going is the poor class of people. And when you took out bread from the hand, it affects the growth and development of the country because the business people get being a problem. Other people who expecting these people to come and shop, the business going to be a problem. A lot of business going to be closing down. So when they go talk about unemployment drop, okay, let's say like you hire 200 persons and you send them 3,000. But actually that 2,800 more people that they are unemployment, you only put 200 more. So you send them 3,000, you take 200. What about the 208? Right? So then you're still in the arrears. Right? You're still in the arrears of 208. So only how the unemployment going to rise if you said you have to keep what they ought to be there. You keep what made me there and add in more. Right? So if you send home 3,000 and take 200 and 200, you're still in areas of 208. Right? So the unemployment rate cannot drop. It's going to increase. So I actually say if when the unemployment rate go down in the country, like if the government the last 5 years, it might be close to heaven. So Brother Sheldon, have a blessed night.
All right, thank you. 440-7377-347-329-3101. Give us a call. Also, you can call us on WhatsApp. Yeah, things okay. Them say that things nice in the place. Say things nice. But look what going on with the CBI program. Folks, pay attention to what is going on with the CBI program. Don't let them distract us. Don't let them distract us. They try a shot across the bow. During the speech with the throne speech, they try a shot across the bow where they come and they said they can't find the files in relation to oil and gas. Now I see it reached from we can't find the files in relation to oil and gas. Then they say it locked in some bank in town. Now it reached, they start to blame the public servants inside the ministry because Gregory Bowen came here on this program and he destroyed them on that nonsense that they were speaking. Yeah? So he destroyed that. So they came afterwards now and they reached to the stage now where they're saying the files in the ministry, but the PSs and them didn't pass it on. We have a call online. Good night.
Hello, good night, Sheldon.
Hi, good night.
Yeah, good night. I would like to know who owned the Postal Corporation now.
Well, that's a good question. You know, that is Brother Bowen, boy.
Well, that I'm saying, because before the election was Bowen, but the man that is the chairman now, he's the one that was saying that Gary Bowen owned the Postal Corporation. So I want to know who owns it now.
Well, we had to see you sign any check.
Well, who signed the check? Well, Bowen wasn't signing check, you know. So you understand? No, Bowen now they know. I want to know who owned the Postal Corporation.
Of course.
And anytime I see the gentleman, I'm going to ask him that question. I'm going to ask him that question. Have a good night. I'm listening.
All right. Thank you, my brother. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Who owned the Postal Corporation? I'll get rid of them rat in the Postal Corporation. Yeah, rat all over the place. Rat in this place. Rat in that place. Rat all over the place. I mean, this is craziness. Absolute craziness. Distraction. Yeah. Every time they find themselves in a position, they come with some kind of distraction. All the nice talk and fancy talk, when what you're saying is not true, does not make a difference to the lives of the average Grenadian. So it sounds nice to go in Parliament and say the economy is doing well It sounds nice to go there and say everything is nice and hunky-dory, but the average Grenadian have to live the reality. We have a call online. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
Could be Terry, St. Louis, or the MCBI, you know. Could be Terry, St. Louis too.
Well, let me find out. I'm asking a question and not making a firm statement.
Yeah, all that could be.
All I said.
In a company, I hear you have a company with them too.
All I'm saying is BSB sounds like Burke, Sealy Burke to me. So I don't know. I don't know if it's them. Because you have Hills Have Eyes, you have that name. I don't know. Well, let me see. You understand? All right, my brother. We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. I really want to know. Seriously. Can't be. Nah. Can't be Nazo, man. Nazo would never become a CBI agent. Nah. No in Grenada. No. We have a call online. Good night.
Good night, Brother Sheldon. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh, God, I did thank God for life.
All right.
My brother, I don't have to hide in to tell you the government working very, very hard to get rid of poor people in Grenada. And they say you don't have no poor people in Grenada. The fellow that sing the song, Mr. Kit Mitchell, why, what he hear Freddie Ball trouble in Grenada. Now I wish they could come back and sing that song now for that government. Oh God, may the good Lord have mercy upon my soul, Brother Sheldon. Have a good night, eh?
All right, my dear. Oh boy, and that is a voice I haven't heard for a very long time. A special good night to you, my good friend. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. That is the number for you to call and get on to the inside. We want to know. We want to know. We want to know. All right? Yeah, we want to know who is behind BSB, because when we go to the list of local agents, don't just put BSB Consulting. Put the name. Put the names that involve. The same way you put all the other names there. Right? You put this person's name and that person's name and the other person's name. Same way you put all of them name. Put that name too. Make sure that you have a proper listing. All right, because we want to know who it belongs to, that company. Because kind of interested, are very, very, very interested in knowing who that company belongs to. 440-7377. For those of you out there in North America, 347-329-3101. Yeah.
Now confused with infuriating issues, like them politicians, they rarely lose. That's why I want an election to come right now to stop all this victimization. I want an election to come right now so that we can regain this nation. I want an election to come right now to unify this triland. I want an election to come right now to untangle this state of corruption.
Crystal, now one clip, it have a lot of clips there, but the amount of clip it are there, that's where they go into war.
We want more transparency.
We, Papa, we talk about lighting a playing field, all the playing field lighting lap and cut right now.
Right now,
I ain't advertising that for them, yeah.
and plaguing the country. Right.
All I would say, they turning on the lights on all them playing field in the south, one after the other, trying to claim it as an achievement. Not your achievement. You're fast. But turn it on, you that there, turn it on. The people will benefit. That is the bottom line. That is what Senator Norland Cox wanted, for the people of the South to benefit. And they are benefiting from his hard work. Yeah. So you could go and try and take the praise and think the people know who did ask for the lights. They know who they promised the lights. They know who they organized the lights. But you put it up and you're going and turn it on. No problem, Papa. Go right ahead.
And the aggression that is flipping in our mind, causing confusion and transgression with the people we vote the last time. Empty promises went down just so with some crazy manifesto. That is why we are concerned about the future of tomorrow. Imagine the elders and promise 400 down.
We have a call on the line. Good night.
Hey, good night.
Hi, good night.
Remember back just before election, the same agent and them we used to talk about there, and it's the same agent stand them way in power today.
Well, let me hear. All right. Hello? It seems to have gone. Yeah, let me hear. I want to know who is that one.
Treat the old people right. Your future wouldn't be bright. This white minister look like he full of life. That's why I want your election to come right now. To get rid of all those bureaucrats. I want our election to come right now. So we can bring back some decent patriots. I want our election to come right now. Before people start getting heart attacks. I want our election to come right now. To get rid of this absurd thing they call fat. Right?
We've got a call online. Good night.
Scotty boy.
Yes, sir.
Good night to you, sir.
I'm good. How are you doing?
I did good, man. Where the oil and gas is concerned, the agreement been signed with Trinidad government and the Venezuelan government, Mr. Stuart Young and Dr. Kit Christopher Rowley, and I heard the announcement was made. Suriname, Barbados, and Grenada did sign for this agreement, so by that they will be sharing and they will be probably benefiting from the oil and gas situation, you know.
What I'm saying, they were trying to use that as a distraction, so they put that into the throne speech and saying they can't find documents, which they lie, but they can't find documents because over the past 3 weeks, that story has changed from we can't find documents to documents in some bank, in some vault, and then it changed from that now, the story changed to it's in the ministry, but the PSs never hand it over.
That is a big joke because I follow up Trinidad News and Dr. Kit Christopher Rowley and the Minister of Energy, Mr. Stuart Young, they signed the agreement and the news say Suriname, Barbados and Grenada, they will be benefiting from whatever come through the line whenever it's hard it has to come and stream, you know.
Well, let's see what they're saying. Let's see how that proceeds. I'll research that one myself.
All right.
But I'm saying they throw the whole issue out there because they want to distract you. They don't want you to focus on things like the Kimpton by Kawana project with Mr. Warren Newfield and so.
Right.
The fact that these people put 18 million EC into Grenada and they were paid 22 million US by this government.
Okay. And one thing I just hope not. These goodly gentlemen that are probably a Grenada and Jim Jones.
Man, I ain't drinking no Kool-Aid. I'm good.
Later.
I go drink lime juice.
Later.
Right, bro. I go drink lime juice. 4407377. That's the number for you to call and get on to the inside. So, folks, remember, that's the St. George Anglican Church. They have that activity taking place at the St. Luke's Church down there in Grenville tomorrow, starting from 1 p.m. So head on out to there. You've got the party on Saturday night. That's the St. Patrick West constituency branch up there at the arena. Check the various members of St. Patrick West New National Party branch. Get your tickets. St. Patrick East, I know all is supposed to be over there in all their numbers too, supporting. Yes, in Grenville. All of you all in St. Andrew, come across. Nice. Even if you just make a pass. Nice? Good. All right. And then on Sunday, we're all heading to St. John. All right. The rated going at to find all them green t-shirt running. I hope I have 1 or 2 remaining for Sunday. No, because they're starting to run low. So make sure, check with Kiami. Right? Or anything, message me, let me know. All right? So I go handle you. Good. 4407377 and 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to get inside. Good night to you, Renisha. Hope that you're having a wonderful night tonight. All right, good. 4407377. Yeah, let me get me tune there, man. I like that tune, and I didn't realize I had that tune there.
I know you're planning, I know you're grinding, and you're waiting for the time. You're constantly fretting and forcing. I know you really can't bear the grind. I'm feeling the bleeding, the agony that severely affecting me. This whole country is now in the head, and a whole set of misery. Cause
Okay, someone is asking a very important question. They're asking if we have program tomorrow night. Yes, we do. Talking Points is on tomorrow night. We on like boiled corn. All right, so we're on tomorrow night. Talking Points definitely will be on tomorrow night, God's willing. All right, and starting exactly at 8 p.m., finishing at 10 as usual. All right, so be not afraid. Talking Points will be on, God's willing, tomorrow night from 8 p.m. Because I see some people, they kind of worried, asking if Talking Points going to be on tomorrow night. Tomorrow is a holiday. Yeah, tomorrow is not a holiday for me. I'm working tomorrow too. All right, nice. I'm working tomorrow too. Right? But telling you, they are trying all sorts of things to distract. So they're going to come with other things, you know. Between now, I thought I may have heard the announcement of the date of the budget in Parliament today, but they didn't announce it because they're probably trying to hold on as much as possible so they could push propaganda first. So that is why they have a specialist in artificial intelligence in Grenada to not only gauge the behavior of persons, but to influence the behavior of persons, to tell them, do this. The modeling is saying, do this, because it is going to create that effect. Yeah? That is what they're going to do. So we have to be careful. All right? Look out for it. They come in with their propaganda. So look out for it. Right? They will be coming. They will be coming with their propaganda. They will be coming with their falsities. But let me tell you all one time. I'll give you all some more information in relation to it tomorrow night. But the New National Party will be having a forum sometime during next week. There will be a forum where you will be hearing exactly what they tried to stop you from hearing today in the Parliament of Grenada in relation to those fiscal bills that were passed in Parliament today. You will hear what the possible effects of the measures that this government is taking and doing so in a sort of laissez-faire way. You will hear what that can cause to the economy of Grenada. Yeah? Because if you are not managing the economy in a way that when the time comes and we have a challenge, that your economy is strong enough to withstand that. Because ask yourself, what has this government done? Let me asking ourselves that. What has this government done that has lent to the economy? That has boosted the economy? Yeah? What have they done? What are the projects that we can point to and say these have been initiated by the National Democratic Congress of Mr. Deacon Mitchell? What are the projects that we can point to outside of the Send Home project? We all know that one, the Send Home project. We ain't talking about that project. What are the projects that have been initiated that are A, bringing and generating money into the economy, or will soon, because yeah, it's a year and something, but that will soon or in the near future be generating money into the economy, or that have created jobs? What have they done that have created jobs? Yeah? We are looking at a situation where, okay, you're hearing that they're going to do the bushing and that sort of thing. We're hearing different things. We're hearing about the bushing. We're hearing that they are worried about their political standing at this point in time because they've realized that Grenadians pretty much already fed up with them and want to see the back of them. We're hearing that. So that they're planning to do different things. They want to put out some of the bushing gangs quick. They want to rush and do that. Because right now, bamboo tying over the road. Yeah? So they want to put out some of the bushing gangs quick. They also want to rush now and go as well. Outside of the bushing gangs. They want to pay a double salary. We even hear talk that they might consider a free barrel. We hearing them kind of thing because they want to try and get people back on their side. So if they can do those things and at the same time throw some propaganda, say a thing about Dr. Mitchell, accuse the New National Party of all sorts of things. Just do things. Because up to this day, We're still waiting on the cabinet conclusion in relation to the Polish man. They just throw that out there because they needed to distract at that point in time. So they throw out the Polish thing. Right? And for those of you that are there right now, folks, remember to like and share the program. Like and share the program. Let me announce as well that we are quickly approaching our 1-year anniversary of Talking Points. Yes, we are quickly approaching. So, yeah, mid-November, we would have been on air. We will have been on air, not would have. We will have been on air 1 year. Right? I won't give all the exact date. I think it's the 14th or somewhere there. But we will have been on air 1 year. So we had to do something. I don't know. We will do something for that day. But definitely next week, I'll be giving you more information and just getting some more information on it. So next week, you will be getting some information from the New National Party in relation to what has been taking place in Parliament. All right? So you will be getting that information. On Thursday, I believe, there is a sitting of Parliament. I think there is a Senate sitting taking place on Thursday. So let's look out for that one. There's a Senate sitting taking place on Thursday. So we have to look out for that as well. All right? Nice. Great. Yeah, somebody saying, bring on the free barrels. And they still don't voted for that. Right now. I've always had my own personal issue with free barrels in this. I think when you flood the country with free barrels, the state of Grenada loses the money. Okay, you make that sacrifice because you say the poorer people are getting the free barrels and that sort of thing. But outside of that, when it comes to the village shops and so, if people are sending the barrels and so, they don't have to buy in the village shops, so it affects the local economy. It affects the businesses in the community as well. So I'm never too in love with the idea of the free barrel thing. I'm never in love with it because I think it affects the local economy. You have things in your barrel. You don't need to go to the village shop and buy anything. So the person in the village shop sit down there with this stuff on their hand. Because if there are 20 households that they depend on for their sales in the particular area, and 8 of those households get barrels and so they don't have to buy anything from them, it does affect their ability to earn a living. So I'm not too much in love with the idea. If they're doing it, they're doing it. If you can benefit from it, you benefit from it. But I'm hearing those things.
I tell you, we want our election right now. Whoa.
And I agree with one of the listeners, register. Make sure that you're registered. All right?
But they're lamenting, figure his cutting with excruciating pain.
We have roughly 7 minutes remaining. I think I might be able to take one more call, 440-7377.
Yes, sharing those tears, and no one show us that they care. Victimization is this.
You know, I can't understand, and I'm saying this just as a comment. I can't understand the mindset of some of the supporters of the government. Now, if I can't take what somebody's saying on a program and it's affecting me negatively, I just don't listen. I don't listen to their program. I don't view it. I don't pay attention to it. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't exist. So there are certain programs that you will never find me tuning into. And I definitely ain't going and tune in to make a fool of myself in the comment section. No, it's not that it's happening under here. But I realize that some of them, they're getting uptight. Why are you so upset to create a profile with only 2 friends and then think that somebody wouldn't realize that it's a fake profile and just get rid of you, ban you? The administrators know what to do on the page. Yeah? If it is affecting you, then don't watch. Why are you wasting your time? If you don't like it, or you don't find what is being said is interesting, why? I mean, it's a YouTube, it's a load of thing on YouTube. Go there. Why are you suffering all yourself? So don't go on for a long day. Because you ain't sure to get high blood pressure medication in the hospital. And you ain't sure to get it. I ain't sure they have pressure tablets. So don't go and stress all yourself out. Because all you might very well go fall down. Because we know when we are asking questions like, who is BSB? We want to know, because it's Brother Burke. Remember that the same man supposed to be investigating oil and gas. And remember, you take the same man to investigate oil and gas that was accusing the people who have the contract to do oil and gas in Grenada, who was accusing those people indirectly of threatening his life. All you forget back in 2009, 2010, on a Beyond the Headlines program, Lou Smith was the host, when Mr. Burke was making the allegation that he and his wife got threatening emails that were traced to Russia. Threatening emails. And at that point in time, that increased security around himself and his family. All you forget that? But you take the same person who already have in his mind that the people, the same Russian people, who are the ones that are doing the exploration in Grenadian waters, they already have it in their mind that these people threaten their life and their wife life and the family life and so on. And you put them to work along with these people? Mr. Deacon Mitchell, you well? All you might forget things. I don't forget things easy. Yeah? I don't forget things easy. All right? But we will not allow ourselves to be distracted. We will not allow ourselves to be distracted. Yeah? As a political organization, NNPites, get out there, check with your constituency representatives. Yeah? Find out how you can help. Not everybody has to be out there doing the door-to-door, you know. Not everybody has to be out there with a t-shirt doing the door-to-door, and so you can help. There are other ways that you can help. You can always find ways that you can help. All right? So make sure and contact your constituency representatives. Make sure you check your voters list. Check for your name. Check for other NNPites' name. Check for your family name. Check for the names that need to come off. Right? And the names that you know registered and are not on. Check for all of that. Check for people that you know not living in your constituency, but all of a sudden the name reach inside there. Or you can't identify people. Because one vote could make a difference on election day. Because some people, if they can't win an election, their full intent is to buy it. I said it. Folks, that's all the time we have for tonight. It's been wonderful being here with you in everything you say and do. Do it safe and secure. I want to be speaking to and with you and not about you. Before you leave, remember to like and share the program. Like and share the program. And definitely, we will be on tomorrow night, God's willing, with more talking points. So in everything you say, everything you do, do it safe and secure. I want to be speaking to and with you and not about you. I'm going to play that song one more time before I go, man.
Mami, and forcing. I know you really can't bear the grind. I'm feeling the bleeding, the agony that severely affecting me. This whole country is now in the head, and a whole set of misery. Cause the people are now facing serious time. And the youths that devastating them now. Unemployment stick in the sky. Cost of living making us cry, while young men and women just drift to crime. That's why I want our election to come right now, to reclaim this country from this turmoil. I want our election to come right now, to take back the young come right now to eradicate this wickedness. Right now, those young people say, right now, they want it today. They can't wait until tomorrow. Right now, Carriacou people say, right now, they want it right away. They can't take no more pain and sorrow. Right now, the children lose hope. Right now, like they're hooked on the dope. We have to get past the happy to pray for this country. Right now, I tell you, we want our election right now. Whoa. Lamenting, a figure is hurting with excruciating pain, the exploitation throughout this nation. Tell me who want to take the blame? For many years, sharing those tears, and no one show us that they care. Victimization is their solution. Why public servants now in despair? Everywhere you go throughout this country, you can feel the plight of the people. The whole country now confused with infuriating issues. Like them politicians, they rarely lose. That's why I want our election to come right now to stop all this victimization. I want our election to come right now so that we can regain this nation. I want our election to come right now to unify this triland. I want our election to come right now to untangle the state of the corruption. Right now, the whole country says, right now, it is so unfair. We want more transparency and democracy. Right now, it's getting too weak. Right now, it is honesty which are advocating and plaguing the country. Right now, we have to be aware. Right now, public servants in fear. Every day they live in their life in despair. Right now, I tell you, we want our election right now. Oh, and the aggression that is flipping in our mind, causing confusion and transgression with the people we vote the last time. Empty promises went down just so with some crazy manifesto. That is why we are concerned about the future of tomorrow. Imagine the elders and promise 400 down. Up to now, they can't even see Judge Brown. When you entreat the old people right, your future wouldn't be bright. His white minister look like he full of blind. That's why I want our election to come right now to get rid of all those bureaucrats. I want our election to come right now so we can bring back some decent patriots. I want our election to come right now before people start getting heart attack. I want our election to come right now to get rid of this upset thing they call fat. Right now, the whole country dread. Right now, all men lose their head. They want more stability and tranquility. Right now, we waiting patiently. Right now, things just guarantee. So we go get free jersey and plenty money. Right now, Kaisonians does get paid. Right now, with no delay.